Hey guys, Spectacular Trio here. I'm Nolan.
Caleb.
Today we
And
got
Adam?
Adam. Yeah. So Adam, I heard you animate. I don't know if you work for a certain company, but yeah.
Yeah, so I've been an animator for about 20 years now, and I've done a lot of different things. I've worked for television studio, worked for feature films, and most of the time I've been freelancing. And I live in Los Angeles now, and I'm freelancing currently. And most of the work I do is on TV commercials. And currently, I'm also trying to develop a personal project that might turn into something like a YouTube channel or a series of short
Awesome.
animated shorts. Yeah.
Do you like do the Geico lizard?
I do stuff like that. Yeah. I have not worked on the Geico lizard, but I work on things like
Because
that.
that one gets me every time.
Yeah, he's great. I'm a longtime fan of the Geico lizard.
Um, if you have like them on top of your head, but like, what are some of the projects that you have worked on in the past?
Most recently, like if you wanted to YouTube something I've worked on recently, you could search for the Aldi Christmas ad. That's ALDI. It's a grocery chain in the UK. And they did this like minute long extended computer animated ad that's based on the Christmas story. And instead of Ebenezer Scrooge, it's E-Banana Scrooge, and they're all different food characters. So, I was animating the banana guy, things like that. As far as films go, I worked on Rio 2.
I love that movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I worked on that one. I worked on a few other less known animated ones. And more recently, I worked on a few films doing VFX. So the movie The Marksman that came out last year with Liam Neeson, I worked on that. Worked on the movie Don't Let Go, which I don't think many people saw, but I did some VFX and some animation of a CG dog in that one. So that gives you an idea of like the kind of stuff I do.
Yeah.
Have you
I also
done like
do.
Disney?
I have, well, the closest that I've gotten to something like Disney is maybe probably Rio 2, which was Blue Sky Studios,
Yeah.
which was bought by
They're
Disney
the
and then
ones of
closed.
Angry Bird.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard recently, or not recently anymore, Disney is closing Blue Skies. Has that like affected you at any sort, or?
No, I didn't work at Blue Sky at the point. It has already been closed. I think it was closed maybe going on a year ago.
Yeah.
I know a handful of the animators ended up going to work for Disney, and a few others just went and worked elsewhere. But they're like some of the best animators in the business, so I don't think any of them had trouble finding jobs after that.
I'm sure Pixar and Disney had a field day.
Hello, they're Disney.
Yeah, right. They're Disney.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who wouldn't love Disney?
Right? Who wouldn't love Disney?
Oh, they got Disney World. Half the planet they have Disney everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Even in China, I think.
Yeah, I have a friend who went to work for Disney, and he ended up animating some Zootopia characters for a ride they did at the China Shanghai. I can't remember what city, but wherever their Disney park is there.
Is it Chiang Chai?
I'm not sure. Not sure.
I feel like it's Hong Kong.
Because I
It could have
think they
been.
have a Japanese Disney like resort.
Yeah, they got a few over there.
Because didn't they just like open it a couple of years ago?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
fairly new.
It's one of the newer ones.
Or like 2 years has it been?
Probably something like that. Yeah.
Because I know it wasn't that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I know it. I know they didn't open it during COVID.
Yeah, that's
No.
the sad part.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of stuff was opening during COVID.
Yeah, that stinks.
Nope.
Yeah.
No
Speaking of
theme parks.
speaking of COVID, so since you animate a lot, what kind of do you just do work from home? Like, how did COVID affect you with work?
Yeah, I was really fortunate. Been able to work from home. If anything, I actually got busier. I was kind of expecting not to, but it makes sense in a certain way because all of the physical productions, all the live action shooting had to be halted
Mhm.
quite a while, and so suddenly there was a huge demand for animation because it can be made from home.
Yeah, I already got one that I've been thinking, but no one else had even thought of it.
Oh yeah, what's
Like,
that?
what if they made a live action movie of Danny Phantom?
I haven't heard of Danny Phantom.
Danny Phantom is about a boy who goes into this ghost portal and somehow becomes half ghost and half human. Literally,
Ah,
and if he says going ghost, he turns into like a ghost version of himself.
that sounds pretty cool. Yeah,
It
I can
is
see
because his
that.
parents don't know that he's actually half boy and half ghost, and tries to get every ghost that escapes the portal from his parents' lab and put the ghost back into it every day.
That sounds good. It'll
With a
probably be made into a movie.
canister.
Huh?
And he does it with a canister
Hmm.
and sucks them right into it.
We'll have to check that out. That sounds pretty entertaining.
Oh, it was when it was still on TV.
I see.
Yeah, it used to be on Nickelodeon.
Oh, okay. That's cool. It's funny. My next door neighbor is also in the business, and he actually designed a bunch of characters for Nickelodeon.
What was it like, Timmy? The Fairly Odd Parents and SpongeBob?
What was the first one you said?
Very
Fairly Odd
comprehensive.
Parents?
Yeah, he designed those characters.
Huh?
Yeah,
Which character?
the whole family. Isn't it?
Cosmo, Wanda, Poof, and Timmy?
Yeah, I've never seen it, but I remember seeing the name of that on his
Because Drake
portfolio.
Bell played Timmy in the real live action one.
Oh, cool. Yeah, this my next door neighbor is named Ernie Gilbert. If you want to look him up, he's a character designer for Nickelodeon.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
That is amazing.
yeah. It's funny living out here. You just your neighbor, your Uber driver,
Yeah.
like whoever. It'll just
Uber
be
driver.
yeah,
Just be someone.
Have you
someone
ever
who writes on a TV show.
designed DC characters?
Sorry, what?
Have you ever designed it like DC characters?
Which characters?
DC DC superheroes?
Oh, no, I don't do any character design really. It's never been my strong suit. But yeah, I I worked on productions kind of like that, but I haven't ever done any character design.
Okay. Would you ever feel comfortable about doing character design? Try something new, switch it up, or
No, honestly, well, it's funny you should say that because the personal project I mentioned, that's actually the stage of it I'm in right now, and I'm having some trouble with it. If I could
Never
hire a
too
character
old.
designer, I would do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Never
So I
too
am.
old to learn.
Yeah. I'm kind of going through my first round of sketches and kind of planning things out, and then I want to show them to my neighbor Ernie, see what he
Oh,
thinks.
you mean thought of process.
Yeah, I'm kind of just sketching them out and thinking of things right now.
Nice.
Sounds like
Yeah.
something I would do.
Yeah, that's where you start.
You,
I used to draw all the time when I was in school.
That's cool. Yeah.
you never get better until you fail a few times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and especially with something like drawing, it's just practice, really.
Yeah.
Just the more you do it, the better you get.
I've been getting into digital art stuff lately. So
Oh yeah?
yeah, I use Canva, and it's mainly for like advertisements for like this to post on Instagram. But
Yep.
been
And
doing that.
platforms.
I've used Canva for a personal project. It's super handy.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
using it. Yeah, I've been using it for like the last month or two. So it's pretty nice.
It's
Have you
great.
learned anything from it?
Okay, you've been seeing what I've been doing. I
Yes,
post it
but
all the
I don't
time.
understand some of it.
No, I just take our logo and I like redesign it sometimes and make it different fonts. So
Yeah.
it's fun.
It really is.
Yeah.
And my birthday tomorrow.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you. I'll be 21.
Wow. Ooh, big one. Big year. Gonna go out?
No, I just came back from it.
Oh. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm 19, so I got a few.
Hey, you
more
got
years.
2 more years.
Couple left before the
Yep.
big one.
Got like a year and a half. So
2 more years. Don't rush it.
Yeah, don't rush it. Enjoy it while you can, because then the next big one is 30.
Yes.
And then you're like, oh man, I'm turning 30.
Hey, me and my dad share the same birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's 51 tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Gosh, he's only 11 years older than me. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm 40.
Funny thing is, he thought of the birthday prank when I was being born.
What was that?
He thought of the prank that I was coming early.
Thought your mom was pranking him.
No, my grandmother was calling to let him know that my mom was going into labor,
Oh, that's funny.
and he hung up on her.
So he thought it was an actual prank.
Yes.
Okay.
When he knew and didn't see us at the house, he rushed to the hospital.
Oh no, it was real.
Yeah.
It's not a dream. It's not a dream.
And he just got to work when my mama called him.
Oh, wow.
And I was born on his 30th birthday.
Oh, right. Yeah, because you guys have the same birthday. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
so Adam, what got you into animating? So
I just kind of, I think I wanted to do it from the time I was a little kid. And so I just started kind of teaching myself and doing little projects. And I made my own light table when I was like 11 or 12 years old. I took the glass out of the picture frame, which was probably pretty dangerous looking back on it. But I just set that on top of, some supports and put a lamp under it, and just I had this, an how to draw animation for kids type of book, and just started trying things out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since you've been doing it for so long, from your perspective, how has it been to look at the animation technology and to see how different it's like become in the last like 10, 15 years?
That's a great question, because it's changed so much.
Yeah.
And, when I was a kid, just to sound really old for a minute, nobody was making animation on the computer at that time. Everyone was doing it by hand. And so when I imagined myself growing up and being an animator, that's what I imagined doing. And to be honest, I went to art school for animation, but I kind of hated using the computer, and I still don't really like it that much. It doesn't, it doesn't feel natural to me, but it's just so much you can do. And this is kind of what I fell into. So I do it for a living. All that said, the technology in the last few years has gotten so good that it's really starting to feel like you can create some high-end stuff without really having to get too insanely technical about it. So I'm actually really excited. The personal project that I'm developing, currently it could change, but currently my plan is to, find this software, find different tools that'll enable me to make things as quickly and easily as possible, and it'll still look really good.
Mhm.
So it's cool that we're at that place now, and and seeing where we came from, where it was just like working on 3D animation. You'd be setting up a light. Back when I was in college, you'd be setting up a light, for instance, and you'd move it a little bit, and then you'd hit a little test render button, and you'd sit there for 10 seconds while it got ready, and then started making a blurry image, and you go, no, that's probably not the right place, and then you'd move it a little bit more, and you do it again, and you'd spend hours just doing that. And no, you don't have to do that anymore. So yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, for me, I always wonder, like, there's so many animators nowadays. I'm like, what are the older people that have been in business for so long, since all the technology's changed? I'm like, what is their way of, like, do they prefer drawing or computer now?
Probably both.
Yeah, I think it's individual preference, but the nice thing is that it's getting so much more natural. Like, there's so much you can do on like an iPad with a pen.
Mhm.
It feels so much more natural than it used to. It's nice.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine. Where me and him are both getting into like game design. So basically, like, different way of animation.
Mhm.
But he just got a draw pad, and he's been doing it a while, for like the last month or two. He's getting really good at it. I'm like, wow. And
Yeah,
it's like Pixar. I'm like, dang, that's good.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty amazing
Yeah.
what everyone has access to now. It's really cool.
Yeah. That's one thing. Like, if I ever wanted to learn a task, if I had the time to, it'd probably be art.
Hmm. Well, I support you in that. I think everybody is naturally born creative, and
Mhm.
it's never too late to reconnect with that part of yourself. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. I think we're all artists deep down on some
Yeah.
level.
It all just pours out in
In
different
some way, yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
I think mine just poured out in videos.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. You guys are both in Colorado?
No.
No, just me.
Oh, okay.
You thought
Where
I
you-
was in Colorado.
I just assumed, yeah.
No, I'm in Mississippi.
No,
Oh, okay.
he doesn't have the gift of being in
Hey,
Colorado.
I could if I wanted to.
I heard the accent. I was thinking about asking you where you were from, and I hear that you're still there. You're in Mississippi, huh?
I'm in part of Memphis.
Oh, in Tennessee, you said?
Yeah, Memphis part of it.
Oh, cool. I love Tennessee. I was
Yeah,
there in
I'm-
2019.
I know I sound like I have a southern accent,
Hmm.
even though I am southern, kind of.
Yeah. Have you been to Dolly World?
I've been to Gatlinburg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where I went. I went to Gatlinburg and Dollywood and all
I think I've been there because I've been there so much that I forgot where I've been.
that.
That's how I know
Oh,
some
yes.
things.
I've
Yeah, I
even
know.
been.
I know
I've
how it is.
also been to North Carolina, Florida, New York,
Okay.
and then I've been to New Orleans. Then I've been to Kentucky.
Awesome. Those are some great spots.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah.
I love New Orleans. Kentucky's gorgeous. Georgia's gorgeous. That whole area of the country. Tennessee too.
And
Smoky
I've been
Mountains.
on 8 times on a Disney cruise.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've been to Jamaica, Mexico, and then I've been to the Grand Caymans, and then I've been to Disney's private island.
Where's Disney's private island?
Who knows?
It's a
Somewhere.
secret.
It's a secret.
but they got free ice cream on it.
Not even Mickey Mouse knows.
I see.
Actually,
Well,
they have statues of them.
Or
so
is
you
it,
know you're Disney.
Huh?
I said, so you know you're Disney.
I know it because I've been there so many times.
Hmm.
They got like these little what they call that stick out in the water. The little orange red things.
Bowie?
Yeah, they have those, and instead of looking like buoys, they look like Disney characters. Literally, like one looks like Mickey, the other one looks like Pluto, and the other one looks like Goofy.
that'd be terrifying at night.
That's just funny.
That'd be
And
terrifying.
like people, they take pictures with them,
Huh. That's clever.
and that's one of me.
Yeah.
Could you imagine seeing Mickey Mouse out on the ocean at night?
That's
Ye-
funny.
Just that image.
Yeah.
It's not right. That image is not right.
It is right.
Floating.
Yeah, just floating, just doing burp, burp, burp. He's lit
Bobbing
up.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I can see him is saying, "Hey boy, wanna come down to my ocean?"
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Pennywise thing. the villains.
Oh
The It
no.
Sorry, it just it came to
Mick
mind.
Mickey Pennywise is actually just the older Mickey that didn't have magic.
Okay.
Pennywise is just depressed Mickey.
Okay.
He had to move out of California.
Okay.
Why gosh, why are we doing this? So
That's
Adam,
funny.
where did since you started talking about places, where did you like grow up?
Yeah.
I grew up in Boulder, Colorado.
He grew up closer to you.
Ha ha.
Ah,
Yep. It's the connection.
Where
Yeah.
it's where it's at. It's where it's at.
Yeah.
in Colorado.
Yep. Yeah, it was a lot different back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, snowy and cold.
There
Mhm.
weren't that many people.
It was deserted.
A lot fewer people. Yeah.
Yeah. Quite a yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where you live, Nolan, but if you're familiar with the corridor between Denver and Boulder,
Denver, Colorado.
yeah, between Denver and Boulder on there's a highway that runs between it's about 25 miles and
Which one?
36.
Hmm.
And here's another old sounding moment. When I was a kid, that was literally all fields between Denver and Boulder.
Yeah.
Now there's no fields anymore.
There's a few, but there's very many. There's very few.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
in my area right now, I live in Erie. My area, I think there's like 10, 20 fields.
Don't you live in Denver, Colorado?
There's like a few. There's a few fields left.
No,
Yeah.
don't you live in Denver, Colorado?
No. But I live probably 10 minutes out of Boulder. So
I thought it was Denver, Colorado.
nope.
Because that's what my mom asked me, and I said, I think it was in Denver, Colorado.
It's Erie. But the city wise, I am under Denver.
See, I'm right.
But I technically live in Erie.
Oh, yeah.
Denver.
Erie's a lot different than Denver. It's
Yeah, it's a bit different.
Which one is
Yeah.
it, smaller or bigger?
Small.
yeah, it's really small and it's been around a long time, but I mean I never went when I was a kid. I heard
Yeah.
about it when I was a kid, but I'm
You
sure
were-
it was just a tiny little place when I was
Yeah.
a little kid.
Oh, it still is tiny. It's definitely grown a lot bigger now. But
Not that big.
probably when you obviously.
Yeah, not Denver big.
Yeah, not Denver. That takes a while.
Hmm.
But yeah, I didn't realize you lived here, or yeah, you used to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. grew up there, went to college there, lived there. Actually, I lived there until about 5 or 6 years ago.
Did
Yeah, I
you
moved.
go to CU or
I went to the Art Institute of Colorado.
nice?
Went through their computer animation program.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very cool. Well,
yeah,
if
it
you're
got me. Oh, go ahead.
you can go.
I was just gonna say it got me the training I needed to get my first job.
Nice.
As
As an animator.
Oh,
your
as an
first
animator,
job.
Yeah.
yeah, my first job out of college, and my first job in the field.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, if you ever come visit, let me know. I'll be in the area.
yeah, yeah. I haven't been out to Colorado since the beginning of the pandemic, but I still have family there, and
Yeah.
I hope to come out soon. So yeah, I'll definitely connect. Yeah, it'd be
yeah.
nice
If
to
you
meet you in
ever
person.
draw me, you're not making me look like I have a big head.
I promise.
Because
Promise I
I've
will.
had one do it to me and I didn't like it.
Ah, okay, good to know.
If you draw me, I don't care if you give me a big head.
Uh-huh.
Just use your imagination, draw me like how you want.
Hello, me and you look alike.
If you want to like make my beard just like all noodles, do it.
Oh, good
I don't care.
grief.
Just do that.
I like that. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
And Caleb, I'll draw you with a really little tiny head. How about that?
Not that tiny.
Tiny head with huge headphones on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. What do you typically animate? Like animals, people, or
It's kind of a mix of everything now. When I first graduated, I was working on like animated graphics, so like logos and things like that. And then that kind of spread into this thing they call motion graphics or motion design.
Mhm.
So like you see a lot of it nowadays, but back then it was still kind of new. And I got into that, and then I went to an online character animation school and learned character animation. The school is called Animation Mentor, and I think it's still around. And I wanted to work for Pixar. You know, it was like a dream of mine, and I didn't get to Pixar, but that was when I worked for Blue Sky.
Why didn't
And
you not get to Pixar?
I guess they just didn't want me. You know, I applied, and it's very tough to get in there. It's you know, they get thousands and thousands of applicants for
You
just
just walk
one
in
position.
there and then hand them your paper and say, look at that.
You know, I didn't try that.
You gotta stand up for it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, at any rate, I kind of got over the Pixar thing, so no regrets. You know, I worked on a few films and kind of like got the sense of what it's like, and then I kind of decided I wanted to go back to freelancing. So I got caught up with a company that does a lot of visuals for concerts. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen concerts where they have like big screens and graphics and special effects. So I've done a few of those. Those are a lot of fun to work on.
That's
What
cool.
concert?
I worked on the first one was a tour for Imagine Dragons. After that, I worked on one for Madonna.
Madonna.
Yeah. I worked on one for Arcade Fire. And the last one I worked on was for Halsey.
Have you tried Nolan's?
Have I tried what?
Nolan's?
Hmm?
Have you tried
Nolan's.
Nolan's band?
Oh, I didn't know there was a band. No.
All right. First off, it was high school. My friends wanted me to join a band because I drummed a little back then. We haven't rehearsed at all since then, and it's been 5-6 years.
Really?
So
no international tours yet.
nah. And I'm too busy with podcasts. So
Yeah.
I decided to become a podcaster. It's fun.
So I'm guessing the band broke up.
No, we just don't practice. We have like no songs either. We haven't made anything. So
Really?
yep.
So that's why y'all ain't doing y'all album until next year.
You
Yeah.
might be better off because being in a band is a lot of work, and
Oh
It
yeah.
is.
touring
And having to
is
be on time.
yeah, touring is really
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah.
At least you get to stay in one place when you're podcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
For now.
Yeah.
Until we get up more.
What do you play?
I play drums.
Oh, cool. I
Yeah.
tried to learn drums in high school too. I didn't stick with it, but I played them for a couple years. I thought I was going to be a drummer.
Same. Exact same. My
I
Just
still do
happens.
mine.
my set's still downstairs.
I still do mine.
You do drums too?
No.
Oh.
I do a different instrument.
What's that?
My vocal.
Oh, nice.
I'm a singer.
Oh, cool.
But I only do it maybe in private or at church.
Same.
Mm.
When I feel like I'm not being creeped out.
Yeah. It's no fun to sing when you're creeped out.
Yes, or being stared at.
Yeah. So no big
If I was
stadium tours for you.
if I was blindfolded, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
And knew the song really well in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope one day we can do tours for the podcast. That'd be fun.
Yes, it would. Hey,
That would
then
be
we have
awesome.
our own bus.
Well, if we ever do some tours for
Cause I've
podcasts,
been on a tour bus before.
if we ever do some tours for podcasts, we need animation stuff. I'll hit you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then you can make like one of the animations that see Nolan trying to eat headphones.
Okay.
Trying to eat headphones.
Okay.
Or he's hungry enough to eat my arm off.
All right then. With that, thank you for coming on,
Hang
Adam.
on.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. This was a blast.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. It's great to meet you both.
Everything will be linked down below.
And then if you want a cup, you can go to our person that can create a cup for you.
If you guys make it out to LA on that podcast tour, then definitely hit me up. I'll come see you guys.
Awesome. Awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Definitely. If you're ever in Colorado, let me know.
Or in
Yeah.
Mississippi.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make it back out there one of these days.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Hope to see you guys next time. And make sure to share this out with your friends or your dog, but not cats, especially not cats. So yeah. Hope you guys have a good week and hope you're drinking lots of Christmas drinks.
And eating some Christmas cookies.
Yep, exactly. Thank you again, Adam, so much for coming on.
Thank you.
And
we
welcome
appreciate it.
anytime.
Yep, welcome anytime.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yep. All right, guys. Stay positive.
Stay active.
Spectacular. Stay spectacular.